Christmas morning 4 years ago. I'm standing in the security line at 6 a.m., half asleep, wearing what I thought was a perfectly sensible travel outfit. I step through the scanner. It beeps. The TSA agent looks at the screen, then at me, then back at the screen with an expression that clearly says, "Here we go again." They had to wand me. Full pat-down of the pocket area, while a line of holiday travelers watched and wondered what I'd done wrong. Today, we're breaking down the 10 worst things you can wear through TSA security lines. Not because they're illegal or dangerous, but because they trigger scanners, slow down the process, and turn a quick 3-minute checkpoint into a 15-minute ordeal involving bins, wands, and occasionally a private screening room. Let's start with the one that got me that Christmas morning. 1. Bling, sequins, and metallic threading. Anything that sparkles. Anything with metallic thread woven through the fabric, sequins, rhinestones, pearls sewn onto jeans, all of it shows up on TSA scanners like tiny red flags. Shimmery tops that look great for vacation photos? They're usually laced with metallic threading that triggers every sensor in the checkpoint. I've seen jeans with pearls all over them. Beautiful Instagram-worthy jeans cause a full secondary screening because the scanner couldn't distinguish between decorative pearls and something more concerning. Modern security scanners are incredibly sensitive. They're designed to detect anything that could potentially be a threat, which means they also detect your fashion choices. That metallic threading in your favorite sparkly top reads as unknown metal object to the machine. Pack the bling. Wear it at your destination. Your travel outfit should be boring, functional, comfortable, and completely unremarkable to a TSA scanner. Save the sparkle for the vacation photos, not the security line. 2. Hoodies or sweaters tied around your waist. This one surprises people. You'd think a sweater tied around your waist would be fine. It's clearly just a sweater. You can see what it is. But the knot blocks the scanner. That bulky tied section shows up as an area of density the machine can't see through, which means the agent has to investigate what's hidden inside that knot. Here's what's interesting. I tested this with a scarf tied with 2 knots. They didn't make me remove it. I'm honestly not sure what the difference is. Maybe the thickness, maybe the material. But hoodies and sweatshirts tied around the waist? Those consistently trigger additional screening. You get pulled aside. The agent has to physically inspect the tied section, make sure nothing's hidden in the folds of fabric. It adds time, causes delays, and turns your convenient hands-free jacket carry into a security hassle. Carry your hoodie, drape it over your arm, stuff it in your personal item bag. Or better yet, wear it through security and take it off after. Arms in sleeves, not fabric around waist. Knots confuse scanners. Just don't create them. 3. Big belt buckles. Metal belt buckles are the classic security trigger. Everyone knows this. And yet, people still wear them. Large Western-style buckles, military-style buckles, even those trendy statement buckles that are more decoration than function, they all light up the scanner like Christmas trees. TSA PreCheck used to require everyone to remove belts, even PreCheck passengers. Then they stopped requiring it, presumably because scanner technology improved or threat levels changed. But that doesn't mean your belt won't trigger the alarm. It just means you're rolling the dice every time you walk through. Don't wear a belt to the airport. If you need one for your pants to stay up, choose one with a small, simple buckle, preferably plastic or minimal metal. Or pack it in your carry-on and put it on after security. Your pants can survive 3 minutes without a belt. Your sanity might not survive the extra screening. 4. Bulky jewelry and watches. In 2 different airports in Mexico, security officers have pointed at my watch and silently mouthed the word "watch," the universal signal to take it off before going through the scanner. Not all airports require this. Not all watches trigger alarms, but enough do that it's worth considering. Heavy bracelets, especially ones with charms or thick metal bands. Large rings with stones or intricate metalwork. Watches with metal bands or chunky cases. Necklaces with substantial pendants. The keyword is bulky. A simple wedding band? Usually fine. I wore mine through security without issue. But stack 3 rings on one hand, and you might have a problem. The scanner beeps. The agent asks you to remove your jewelry. You scramble to take everything off, find a bin, hope nothing falls on the floor, and walk through again. If you're traveling internationally and wearing expensive jewelry, There's also the added stress of watching it go through the X-ray machine in a bin while you stand on the other side, hoping nobody decides it looks valuable enough to pocket. Keep jewelry minimal while traveling. Wear simple pieces that don't trigger scanners. Pack the statement necklaces and chunky bracelets in your carry-on. Put them on after security when you're organized and calm and not juggling 6 bins while a line of impatient travelers watches you fumble with a clasp. 5. Boots and hard-to-remove shoes. I'm standing in the security area, trying to pull off tight boots with 3-inch heels while balancing on one foot. No bench nearby, no wall to lean on, just me, wobbling like a drunk flamingo, about to fall over in front of 100 people. I almost lost my balance completely, caught myself at the last second, learned my lesson about footwear physics, thick soles trigger scanners, metal shanks in boots, steel toes, decorative metal hardware, sometimes just the density of the material. The scanner can't always distinguish between boot construction and hidden objects, so it flags anything that looks unusual. Wear slip-on shoes. Sneakers you can slide off without untying. Loafers, flats with no buckles or complicated straps. If you really want to wear lace-up shoes, loosen the laces significantly before you leave home, tie them just enough to stay on, and treat them like slip-ons at security. Retie them properly after you're through. And never, ever, wear heeled pull-on boots unless you enjoy the public spectacle of nearly falling over in a TSA checkpoint. 6. Anything in your pockets. Empty your pockets. Completely. Before you even get in line. This seems obvious. Everyone knows this rule. And yet, every single day, travelers walk through the scanner with loose change jingling, keys rattling, or a wallet still tucked in their back pocket. Here's something worth knowing. TSA doesn't need to see your phone or wallet. After you show your ID and boarding pass to the officer at the document check, put them in an easily accessible pocket of your personal item bag, one that zips. Don't put them in the gray bin. They don't need to go through the X-ray. Keep them secure in a pocket you control, not sitting in a bin where they could accidentally get picked up by someone else or left behind. Before you even reach the security line, empty your pockets into your bag. Keys, coins, tissues, receipts, everything. Your pockets should be completely empty by the time you step up to the scanner. If you're worried about theft, use a zipped inside pocket of your carry-on, but get everything out of your clothing pockets before you're standing in line, causing delays. 7. Hidden money belts worn under your clothes. Many travelers wear hidden money belts or travel pouches under their clothes for security. It makes sense. Keep your valuables close, hidden from pickpockets. But TSA doesn't want you wearing them through the scanner. Anything worn under your clothes, hidden against your skin, creates a density on the scanner that agents can't see through. It blocks their view of your body, which means they have to investigate what you're hiding. Even if it's clearly just a travel pouch with your passport and emergency cash, the scanner sees it as an obstruction. You get pulled aside for additional screening. The agent has to physically check what's under your clothes, which often means a pat-down or being asked to remove the item in a private screening room. It's uncomfortable, time-consuming, and defeats the purpose of wearing a hidden pouch if you have to reveal it to security anyway. Take off your money belt or travel pouch before you go through security. Put it in your carry-on bag or hold it in your hand as you walk through. After you're past security, you can put it back on. Airports past security checkpoints are generally safe. Your bigger risk is losing items during the chaos of screening, not theft after you're through. 8. Metal hair accessories or big hair buns. If you have a large bun held up by metal clips, bobby pins, or decorative accessories, prepare for what I'm calling a complimentary scalp massage. Hair buns create density the scanner can't see through, similar to the knot around waist issue. And metal accessories trigger the metal detector. The agent has to physically check your hair to make sure nothing's hidden in that bulk of hair. You get pulled aside. The agent runs their hands through your hair, checking for concealed items. It's not painful, but it's awkward and time-consuming. Wear your hair down through security, or put it in a low ponytail with a fabric hair tie. No metal, no bulk. Save the elaborate updo for after security. Bring your hair accessories in your bag. Style your hair at your gate or in an airport bathroom after you're through the checkpoint. Your hair can be boring for 3 minutes. It's worth it to avoid the unexpected scalp inspection. 9. Long, flowy dresses or skirts. This one is weird, but apparently true. Long dresses or skirts that billow out and create air pockets can trigger scanners. The air trapped in the fabric shows up as density or an obstruction the scanner can't see through clearly. It's similar to the hair bun problem. The machine sees bulk and flags it for human inspection. You might get pulled aside for additional screening, particularly around your lower body where the dress is fullest. If you really want to wear a long, flowy dress through security, here's the workaround. Tie it at your knees temporarily, just while you're in the scanner. This creates a more form-fitting silhouette that the machine can read clearly. Untie it immediately after you walk through. Your dress can flow freely again once you're past the checkpoint. Honestly, just wear pants, or a shorter dress. Save the dramatic maxi dress for your destination, not your travel outfit. Airport fashion should prioritize function over aesthetics. You can change into your flowy dress after you land. 10. Heavy coats or jackets. You have to remove coats and jackets for security screening. Everyone knows this, but the issue isn't removing them. It's what to do with them after. Coats take up entire bins. If you're traveling with a family, suddenly you're using 4 bins just for outerwear. And after security, you're juggling armfuls of coats while trying to reorganize bags, put shoes back on, and keep track of everything. Here's a tip that sounds weird but works. Bring a trash bag or lightweight drawstring bag. Stuff your coat into it before security. The bag compresses the coat, takes up less bin space, and gives you a contained way to carry it. This is also useful on the plane. Airlines don't want you putting coats in overhead bins because they take up too much space. The only other option is the floor by your feet. A trash bag lets you compress your coat into a manageable bundle that fits under the seat without taking up all your legroom. If it's warm enough, don't wear a coat to the airport. Check the weather at your departure city and dress accordingly. If you must bring a coat, use the trash bag trick. Or wear it through security as part of your outfit, remove it, and pack it away after screening. Just don't try to wear it through the scanner itself. That's guaranteed to trigger additional screening. What to actually wear. After reading this entire list of what not to wear, you might be wondering, what's left? Here's the ideal airport security outfit. Slip-on shoes, sneakers, loafers, flats, pants or shorts with no metal buttons or embellishments, simple t-shirt or sweater with no metallic threading, minimal jewelry, wedding band, simple watch if any, hair down or in a simple ponytail, empty pockets, no belt, or a belt with a small simple buckle. Boring? Absolutely. Functional? Completely. You're not trying to win fashion awards in the security line. You're trying to get through efficiently so you can catch your flight, grab coffee, and relax at your gate. Save the style for your destination. The airport is just the logistics phase. These 10 things aren't illegal. They're not dangerous. They're just inconvenient. They trigger scanners, slow down screening, and turn a quick checkpoint into a prolonged ordeal. Which of these have you learned the hard way? Have you ever been the person holding up the line because of your boots, your belt, your sequined anything? Drop a comment. I promise you're not alone. And if you know someone who constantly triggers the scanner or always gets pulled aside for additional screening, send them this video. Help them understand why their travel outfit is sabotaging their own efficiency. Safe travels. And remember, boring is beautiful when it gets you through security in under 3 minutes.